Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program today. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. As of Saturday morning, October 2nd, reports show the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Arlington increased by 228 for the week, up to 17,799. We at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News will continue to monitor the situation as the cooler months continue. As for vaccinations, as of October 2nd, 160,646 Arlingtonians have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. The number having received 2 doses was 145,651. Based upon our best estimate of Arlington's population over the age of 12, the percentage of 212,800 eligible Arlingtonians who are at least partially vaccinated is a little over 75%. However, the fully vaccinated percentage is still only 68.4%. Arlington County Public Health is now offering COVID-19 vaccine boosters for the Pfizer vaccine to certain people by appointment only based on guidance from CDC and FDA. A single Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine booster dose is recommended for certain individuals at least 6 months after completion of the primary series, the first 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine. People 65 years and older, residents in long-term care settings, people aged 50 to 64 years with underlying medical conditions. Additional individuals may receive a booster shot of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine at least 6 months after their primary series, based on their individual benefits and risks. People aged 18 to 49 years with underlying medical conditions, and people aged 18 to 64 years who are at increased risk for COVID-19 exposure and transmission because of occupational or institutional setting. These recommendations only apply to people who previously received a Pfizer primary series. At this time, booster doses are not recommended for people who got the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccine. People can talk to their healthcare provider about whether getting a Pfizer COVID-19 booster shot is appropriate for them. A booster shot of the Pfizer vaccine is recommended at least 6 months, 180 days after the second dose in the Pfizer primary series. Immunity decreases gradually and remains strong against serious illness, so there is no need to rush to get a booster at 6 months and 1 day. Supply and access are both expected to be widely available. If you are eligible, you can receive a booster dose of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine wherever vaccines are available. Options include community vaccination clinics, your healthcare provider, or a pharmacy. Visit vaccinate.virginia.gov to find an appointment near you. The Arlington Turkey Trot is back. Phoenix Bikes has the honor of being a special fund beneficiary. After 15 years, the event has grown from 275 runners up to around 4,000. So the Turkey Trot has expanded from 6 historic nonprofit beneficiaries to also include 12 local nonprofits with smaller budgets. You can register online to run or walk in the 2021 5K on November 25th at 8 a.m. You can also choose from a number of volunteer roles, helping with setup, manning water stations, helping with packet pickup, and other functions. The website address is arlingtonvaturkeytrot.org, or you can search for Arlington Turkey Trot 2021. And now on to our next news story for this week. The newly renovated Zikalasha Park is now open. This is a good time to check out the multi-use field, basketball court, picnic shelter, and more. The park is located at 3011 7th Street North. Longtime Arlingtonians may recall this park under its former name of Henry Clay Park. It's the same place, only improved. And now on to our last news story for this week. Here at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News, we are happy to announce that someone in Arlington's planning group finally got it right. Local artists will be featured throughout the month of October, following the official renaming of Arlington's Langston Boulevard on October 2nd. The event included a walking tour with the president of the John M. Langston Civic Association from 10 to 11:30 a.m. This was accompanied by a special fall festival featuring live music, food trucks, the READ book bus, children's performance by Kinetic Theater, and a multitude of other fun and free activities. The festival ran from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There was also the reveal of a new mural. Local muralist Khalid Crosby has created a mural honoring John M. Langston and his legacy. The mural can be seen at Sport Fair, located at 5010 Lee Highway. Correction, make that 5010 Langston Boulevard. At last, we had a major Arlington event that allowed Arlington artists to demonstrate their talents instead of importing art from Pennsylvania or California. Well, that does it for the news for this week. Now on to our community bulletin board stories.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first CBB event is for kids in grades 5 through 8. It's a chance to make new things, learn new skills, and meet new friends. The theme this month is Back to School. The kids will be able to make duct tape pencil cases and customize a pen or two to go with them. RSVP for an event reminder. Attendance is on a first-come, first-served basis until capacity is reached. There's COVID-19 safety protocols. All attendees, regardless of vaccination status, are required to wear a mask while inside all Arlington Public Library facilities. You must register online via the county library website. That's on Wednesday, October 13th, from 4:15 to 5 o'clock p.m. in the Donellan Room at Arlington Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street. Next up, free walk-in COVID-19 vaccinations are still available for individuals aged 12 and up at the following locations: Arlington Mill Community Center at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, Monday through Friday from 11 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Also Saturday and Sunday from 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Also at the Walter Reed Community Center at 2909 16th Street South, Monday through Friday from 11 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Also Saturday and Sunday from 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. The vaccines are free, safe, and offer the best protection from COVID-19. Get the facts and then get yourself and your child vaccinated. Please bring any form of identification that will confirm your identity, such as utility bills, pay stubs, insurance cards, or a driver's license. As for the specific vaccines being offered, you can get the Moderna, Pfizer, or Johnson & Johnson based on availability. For Moderna or Pfizer, individuals will receive instructions at the end of their first dose on how to obtain their second dose. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a single shot and does not require a second dose. With case numbers in Arlington still increasing, obtaining the vaccination is something we all owe to the rest of our community. Our next CBB event is for adults. It's a chance to take an escape with a romance and get to know Meryl Wilsner, the author of Something to Talk About, who will join in for a Zoom discussion of her book. Here's the book description. Hollywood powerhouse Jo, that's J-O, is photographed making her assistant Emma laugh on the red carpet. And just like that, the tabloids declare them a couple. The so-called scandal couldn't come at a worse time, threatening Emma's promotion and Jo's new movie. As the gossip spreads, it starts to affect all areas of their lives. Paparazzi are following them outside the office. Co-workers are treating them differently. And a quote-unquote source is feeding information to the media. But their only comment is no comment. With the launch of Jo's film project fast approaching, the two women begin to spend even more time together, getting along famously. Emma seems to have a sixth sense for knowing what Jo needs. And Jo, known for being aloof and outwardly cold, opens up to Emma in a way neither of them expects. They begin to realize the rumor might not be so far off base after all. But is acting on the spark between them worth fanning the gossip flames? That's the gist of the story. New members are always welcome. You don't have to read the book to join, but it is encouraged. Instructions to join the Zoom meeting will be emailed to all registrants. Of course, you'll have to register online via the county library website. That's coming up on Wednesday, October 13th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. This is a virtual event. We now go to another event for adults. It's a chance to join in for a virtual discussion of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. Many people have seen the movie from the 1960s. Here's the gist of the book. 4 people find themselves at the notorious Hill House, where spooky happenings seem to indicate the house wants to claim one of them forever. There will be a discussion about how this classic novel helped define the horror genre. This is under the Breaking Barriers Book Club, which meets on the second Thursday of each month. New members are always welcome. You don't have to read the book to join, but it is encouraged. Instructions to join the Zoom meeting will be emailed to all registrants. And of course, you'll need to register online via the county library website. Now that's on Thursday, October 14th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. And again, it's a virtual event. Next up in CBB, we have an event called Open Latin Dance. Salsa, bachata, rumba, cha-cha-cha, merengue. Here's a chance to dance to popular Latin music on the third Friday morning. Come on your own or bring a partner. They don't list any activity number or mention registration, so I guess that's what they mean when they call it Open Latin Dance. That's on Friday, October 15th from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Arlington Mill Community Center, 909 South Dinwiddie Street. Our last CBB event is called Frightfully Fun Pumpkin Decorating. It's recommended for families with kids aged 3 and up. It's a chance to come and create. You can prepare for Halloween at this exciting Families Unplugged workshop where you and your family will paint and decorate real pumpkins that will make fun and spooky additions to your Halloween decor. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 730-020-A. That's on Saturday, October 16th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. at Lubber Run Community Center, 300 North Park Drive. Now there is a cost, $8 per person for Arlington residents. After all, pumpkins don't grow on trees. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Now our first event is called Memory Boost. I think that's right. Everyone knows that good nutrition supports your overall health. However, few people realize that certain foods can actually optimize your brain's cognitive function. Here's a chance to join Virginia Cooperative Extension to learn more about these foods and get some recipes to help boost your memory. Hopefully you won't forget to show up. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-500-12, and that's on Wednesday, October 13th from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, here's a chance to be inspired by a remarkable life story of global public service and adventure. Alan J. Alonzo Wind, retired senior Foreign Service officer from the U.S. Agency for International Development, was shot at, arrested, and suffered a near-fatal illness in the course of providing foreign aid, development oversight, and humanitarian aid in South America, Africa, and the Middle East. He will share his story and the powerful lessons he learned about life's meaning and purpose. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-400-28. That's coming up on Wednesday, October 13th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. You gotta be 55 and up. 55 plus membership is required, and this is a virtual event. Next up in 55 plus news, it's a chance to join Arlington residents Ed Girovasi and Phil Rosen for an acoustic hour featuring classic pop, folk, and blues tunes from across the decades. There will be refreshments provided by the Langston Brown Advisory Committee. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-802-5, and that's on Wednesday, October 13th from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. at Langston Brown Community Center, 2121 North Culpeper Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Now, our next 55 plus event is called Waste Not, Want Not. That's a phrase that everyone in this age group has heard before. And as you might expect, it's a chance to join Virginia Cooperative Extension for some tips and tricks to waste less food and save some money. It's always great to save. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-404-4, and that's on Thursday, October 14th from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. at Arlington Mill Community Center, 909 South Dinwiddie Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Now, our final 55 plus event is called most extreme rule breakers. No, it's not about bad drivers or other scofflaws. It's about nature. In nature, with every rule, there is an exception. You can join a naturalist as they look at 10 extreme animals who defy the normal rules of nature in order to thrive in their wild world. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-400-30. That's coming up on Thursday, October 14th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. You don't get to be a rule breaker on those. And this is a virtual event. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 plus news.
Elsewhere, the following is from a recent article in the Sun Gazette. Arlington's jobless rate in August dropped to 3% according to new data as the county and region continue to wriggle free from the economic grip of COVID. The August data showed 145,095 Arlington residents employed in the civilian workforce and 4,549 looking for jobs. The resulting 3% rate was down from 3.4% in July and a healthy drop from the 5.2% rate recorded in August 2020. We find this item interesting because with fewer than 5,000 people looking for jobs, Amazon is in the process of loading up 25,000 new jobs in Arlington. And now some commentary. I call this What a Difference a Year Makes, or What Difference Does a Year Make? Viewers and listeners may recall a story from 2020 about a house on Washington Boulevard that was sold in February for $576,000 after being offered for $625,000 the previous December. I visited the location to see what a $600,000 house in Arlington looked like. It looked like it had been a decent enough little house at one time, but showed a lot of wear on the porch and roof. Even $576,000 seemed like a lot of money for a house that had previously sold in 1976 for $43,500 and in 1972 for only $22,500, even if some improvements had been made. They certainly weren't visible from the outside. However, we awaited with interest the arrival and occupancy by the new owners. Now, in October 2021, there seems to have been no signs of occupancy by anyone. The roof looks perhaps a little more worn, and the grass in the backyard has grown tall, and there's a yellow warning sign about a gas line in the front yard. A couple of missing boards on the front porch are still missing. We can't help wondering what the sense of it is when there are so many people who need a place to live. Meanwhile, the Redfin real estate website now estimates its value at over $700,000. And the Zillow website values it at over $1 million. However, it is not listed for sale. The fanciful value estimates have increased as the actual condition of the house has decreased, and no one has gotten any benefit from the real value of a house, having a place to live. It seems to be a strange, sad situation. And that concludes this week's show. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, Be careful, be safe, and be well.
Everybody, we're Two Blue Band. Alan Harvard on guitar, Andy on harp, saxes, and vocals, Mary on bass. We're going to start with a song that Andy and I wrote about his 55 DeSoto. It's about named after the grill, a wide chrome grin. Okay, 2, 3, 4.
She got an old school heavy and it built to lane. Too damn heavy, she won't go too fast. Power flight dreader with the 373, a V8 M for the world to see. She sips down the oil, but she does this again. A mile 57, DeSoto Venture, hard times, she stuck with me through thick and thin. Good times, bad times, you ain't gonna stop smoking down a white chrome grill. Two 4-barrel carbs sit on a Pearl V8. 345 horses make my heart race. She's sitting there pretty in black, white, and gold. I fire up my baby, just don't ever get old. Cruising down the pike, way a Mopar fashion plate. She mile 57, DeSoto Venture, hard times. She stuck with me through thick and thin. A good time, bad time, she ain't gonna stop smoking down a white chrome grill. So keep your hybrid and your ricer too. I'm a driving the car, make your dreams come true. So if the chrome starts to pit and I can't afford the gas, I just leave it for again, remember they pass. My 57 MA, turn a gray sky blue. She mile 57, DeSoto Venture, hard times. She stuck with me through thick and thin. Good times, bad times, she ain't gonna stop smoking down a white chrome grill.